Let the rhythm take you.
Metrodome here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Glad you could be with us. Tonight's game promises to be a good one. Both teams extremely well prepared as the Saints get set to take on the Vikings. We're here for another great game. Welcome to the action. I'm Al Michaels, my partner, John Madden.
Now here's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. And the great thing about him is that he always gets the job done. Maybe it's selling a play pass or throwing a block on a reverse. He's always out there doing the little things to help his team to victory.
Bill Horn makes a great target for him every game. I think most people in the league like to think that he's deceptively fast. That allows him to sneak past the defense for big games. And whether or not he'll be able to against this defense is something to be paying a lot of attention to.
You can see these guys are fired up and ready to get this thing going.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's point toss. Lights are on, both teams are ready, so let's go to the field for the opening kickoff. The Vikings are lined up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, a great kick. From the 3 to the 20. And they're ready to go on offense for the first time. Our EA Sports coaching close-up features two of the premier coaches in the National Football League. With your head coach, Jim Haslett, Boatsy has surrounded his talented quarterback with some quality players. They have a quick running back and one of the top receivers in the league. Williams breaks the play up in the backfield. Well, we looked at the first coach in our EA Sports coach close-up. Opposing him will be Mike Tice, one of the youngest coaches in the league and with a reputation as the players coach. Second and long coming up here. Only one man in the backfield. Closing in, throws it, and he makes the grab. Chavis records the stop at the 39. Strength versus strength here today, John. One of the top running backs in the league against one of the dominant run-stopping teams.
You know, this is like some classic heavyweight fight. I bet we won't know who the winner is till the last round.
Only one man back. Scrambling. Throws on the move. And this pass is completed. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy. It's good old-fashioned drop back and pass. And it's working.
It's 1st and 10. McAllister, the lone setback. He's taken down in the backfield. Good play in the backfield.
Get some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into coverage.
Second and long. McAllister is the deep back. Looking for room. Fakes the handle. Off balance throw. Big pop that time.
Boom! Now that is big-time football.
Brooks doing an excellent job on this drive.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
Set.
Another run. Pressure coming. Rolling out to his right. On the run. And he fails to hang on to that one. Did a good job pressuring the quarterback on that play.
He waited until the last second, and he got the ball out of there. He does a nice job of feeling the pass rush. But he has to know who his hot receiver is if he feels pressure. This is the defense coming on the blitz.
Teal makes the stop at the 39. Gallows couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
On third down, they have to get it to the 30 for a first. Minnesota comes out with 7 in the secondary. with the pass. He hits his receiver. Irvin makes the tackle at the 26-yard line.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Dallas couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Only one man in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback. Latil records the tackle at the 22. Gain of 5 on the play. If they can get it to the 16-yard line, that would be a first down. Only one man in the backfield. Pressure, throwing, sliding to the ground, and he has it. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. And this is the 12th play of this drive, and they find themselves in scoring range. Minnesota comes out in their nickel package, goes over the middle. Conwell is in there for the touchdown. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up, and he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff team lines up. Booming kick downfield. The Vikings will start the drive from the 22-yard line.
This defense will stop it for sure.
So they have first and 10 here. Bennett, the lone setback. Hands it off. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got caught. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
5-yard gain. It's second down and 5 to go. Culpepper with a man in motion. Drops back. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. Jones teed off on him and had forced the ball out before he could make the reception.
Yeah, he's either going to get in there and knock the ball out, or he's going to knock someone else out.
Dropping back. Slings it over the middle. He hits his receiver. Diving tackle to bring him down.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. We're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going. Call this defense here.
Cross play to the left. Dives and brings him down at the 48. About 7 yards in.
Call this defense here.
Fifth play of this drive. The ball is right at midfield. They'll go from the I formation. Passing right. Perfect throw. Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Call this defense here.
Sixth play of this drive. The defense lines up in the dugout. Again with the carry. The 40. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
And that's a gain of about 8. Second and 2 coming up here. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
They just went after the quarterback, but his quick release allowed him to escape a sack.
Howard brings him down at the 31. At the end of one, these teams are separated by just a touchdown. The score, 7. Minnesota, 0. The teams has switched sides, and we'll start in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10. Culpepper with a man in motion. Passing on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Great pass. He's at the 20. Jones records the stop at the 10-yard line. Good read finding the single coverage in the secondary. They need 10 for the touchdown. They line up in the I formation. Under pressure. Great play in the backfield. Good pass rush that time, John. They brought everyone. Let's see. And he went down hard.
That's one of those cases where they have more rushers than you have blockers. When you get the blitz coming, you have to go to your hot receiver in that situation.
So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown. Diving tackle at the 16. Coach is sticking to the game plan that he discussed with us this week.
Yeah, he's the type of coach that thinks being more physical than the other team is the key to winning the game. He has his guys running hard and hitting hard, thinking that they'll have more gas left in the tank when the 4th quarter rolls around.
Throwing. Thomas with the tackle at the 6. Flag down. And it appears it's going to be a hold.
That's what happens when your feet and your body didn't go in the wrong position.
With the throw, and it's complete. Off and running. He's inside the 10. Jones makes the stop at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, let's do this. Listen to this. Come on.
Comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time. The kick is up. Plenty of distance on that one. Good kick. The Vikings are down by just 1 touchdown now. The Vikings are ready to kick this one off. Nice kick and returnable. From the 10-yard line to the 20. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
They'll go from the I formation. On the move. Incomplete. And that brings up 2nd down.
And listen to the DJ.
Brooks back in the shotgun. He surveys the field, rolling right, throwing on the run. Thrown behind, but caught. Claiborne pulls him down at the 47. First and 10. Brooks scans the defense from the gun. Going to the air on 1st down. Scrambling. Throws it. Catches this one on his knees. Perfect pass. Great catch, and that'll move the chains.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
It's 1st and 10. McAllister, the lone back. He'll pass on first down. Scrambling. Throws on the run. He has it. Payton is in there for the score. Great catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver. He knows how to get open in the end zone.
Hart comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he gets on the extra point. The Saints are set to kick it deep. He got all of that one. And a fumble. The Saints grabbed the live ball.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
They'll go from the shotgun. Looking downfield, doesn't get much behind it. Russell makes the tackle at the 9-yard line. 9 yards will get them 6 points. Quarterback back in the shotgun. On the ground. Daisy is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 8-yard line. 8 is the magic number right now. The Vikings line up in the quarter defense. McAllister. Irvin takes him down at the 1-yard line. Here we go. Huge play for both teams on third down. Third down now and goal to go. Quarterback Aaron Brooks is in there for the score.
Now this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Now they put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
They can do this sort of thing. Everyone gets on the same page, and they'll put up points in bunches.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 3-yard line to the 20. The Vikings need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 27. An effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half. Culpepper out of the gun. Going to the air on first down. And he makes the grab. Jones is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 42.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Throwing on first down. Closing in, so they'll lose yardage on that tackle. 72. Pressure coming. Fires it out to the left. John, one of your favorite terms right here. I'm going to use it.
Boom. Yeah, but that's worse than a boom. That kind of hit could loosen your teeth.
The coach is having them hurry it up. Pressure. No time to throw that time. They brought the house on that play, John, getting in there to bring him down.
When you bring that many guys, you better get it there before he throws it. Because if you can get it to one of those receivers, a lot of times it's 6 points.
Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. Bennett will come in now to punt it away. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
They have 2 choices here. They can get a little greedy and try to drive for some more points, or they can just play it safe and go with a few running plays.
1st and 10. They line up in the I formation. Looking for room. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Gallister couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
They give it to the halfback. Ovan makes the tackle at the 19-yard line.
They need a big play here if they want to have any shot at scoring before the half.
About 8 yards. Minnesota comes out with a nickel package. They'll go with a run once again. Winfield with the tackle at the 25-yard line. 2 yards to go.
Don't know why they're going for it here. You'd think they just punt.
McAllister. So they're lining up for the kick. This will be a 42-yard attempt. And it's up. And so that kick is good. The Vikings are lined up for the kickoff. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 13. The end of the second quarter with the score, 20-21. Minnesota 6.
And it comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I got the beat I have in store. Live. Now then it's on the top like.
We'll go back to the play on the field. We're ready to start the second half of play. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 6-yard line.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back. Here's a good defense for this situation.
1st and 10. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Going to the air on 1st down. Under pressure. Throwing. Swings it out to the left. The 30. Ambrose with the stop at the 40. Any news, Jill?
Thanks, Al. The Vikings coach was unhappy with his team's inability to get the ground game on track, and he thinks it's a big reason why he finds his team trailing. Look for them to play a lot better here in the second half. Al?
That was Jill Arrington with her sideline report. Number 86, the man in motion. He'll pass on 1st down. Closing in. He hits his receiver. Jones with the tackle at the 47-yard line. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Bellamy makes the play at the 46-yard line. That run won't move them far.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give him room to work with.
Drops back. Pressure coming with the throw. The pass ball's incomplete. He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
Culpepper from the shotgun. Hands it off. Throws on the move. And it's caught. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown. And this one isn't quite over. They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. The Vikings are now down by only a touchdown. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Good distance. From the 6-yard line. New Orleans up by 8, sends their offensive unit back onto the field.
Let's move this football.
It's 1st and 10. They can't get it done on the ground on 1st down, John, but they're still leading in this one.
Running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them in the end zone.
Chavis makes the tackle at the 22. Trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
2nd and 6.
Set. Hey.
McAllister. The Teal stops the play in the backfield. Defensive line sniffed that play out beautiful.
The guys along the defensive line are very big and very accurate. They do a good job of shedding blockers when they're rushing the passer. And they're very good at sucking up blocks, opening holes for the linebackers to make plays when the other team decides to go with the run.
Haython makes the catch, and John will move the chains.
He's one of the keys to their success when they're moving the ball through the air.
It's 1st and 10. Despite very little success running on 1st down, they still lead.
Some teams manage to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game.
Brooks had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
They went back to the run on that play.
That just goes to show you that the coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
Here's a look at the 3rd down success rate of each team.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert it, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Johnny really hammered him. The ball got there, and it popped loose.
Yeah, so good it knocked the ball right out of his hand.
7th play of this drive. So instead of the special teams group, they're going to let the offense stay out on the field and take a shot on 4th down. With the pass, and he hits his target. Henderson makes the tackle at the 46.
Watch it here. He makes a pretty good adjustment when he brings it down. He's got the body control and the ability to make up for the mistake on his angle of pursuit.
Set. Hey. Hey.
Pass play here on 1st down. Scrambling. Going long. The Pass was incomplete. The receiver might have had a step, but the ball sailed.
He's got a strong arm. Sometimes he'll let a pass get away from him a little bit. You'll see him overthrow it just like that.
And this is the 9th play of this drive. Nickelback in this time. Drops back, throwing. Perfect pass. It's 3 times in this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
And this is the 10th play of this drive. In field goal range now. McAllister, the lone back. Handed it off to the back. Williams tucks him down at the 25-yard line. McAllister didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
With 2nd down and 10 to go.
Set. Cut.
Gets away the off-balance throw. Mateel records the tackle at the 12. Good job getting it in there, John. It looked like he threw off his back foot.
And he didn't have the time that he was hoping for, and he had to buy a little more. He took off, ran around a little bit, let this guy come free. Then he makes a pretty good pass for a first down.
McAllister, the lone back. Deuce McAllister is in there for the score. Great rushing touchdown there.
He just kept his legs churning and moving on that one. Nobody was going to keep him from scoring.
Hart comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up, and he tacks on the extra point. The Saints are ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off. The Vikings will start this drive from the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. They line up in the I formation. Hands it off. Bellamy takes him down at the 24. He might have gotten a yard or 2.
That guy got knocked around by that defense. He needs a little protection from his linemen.
Bennett, the lone back. Number 86 moves in motion. Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Almost a big turnover.
The quarterback felt a little pressure on that one, and it looked like he fired the ball out there before he wanted to.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Drops back. Pressure. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Great job getting in there to drag the quarterback down. And he picks up the sack.
He'll make 2 or 3 plays like that in just about every game.
Bennett is ready to punt this one away. Lewis sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch. It's 1st and 10. McAllister, the lone back. Stopped behind the line. Lost about a yard.
Loss of 2 on the play.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Saints and the Vikings 28-13. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Ball on their own 37. McAllister, the lone back. sheds the tackle. Henderson records the stop at the 43-yard line. Good game for the offense here in the second half.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. So I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. Irvin drags the ball carrier down behind the line.
They're not just going to give up on the run, no matter how ineffective it is.
9 yards to go. And rather than punt, they're going to let the offense have a shot at this fourth down. Penalty marker down. And he jumps the snap count.
The defense needs to concentrate better than that. Nothing frustrates a coach more than a penalty like that.
About 4 to go. They'll take a chance here and go for it on fourth down. Crosses it out to the left. Russell makes the tackle at the 49, and they turn it over on down.
Maybe he thought his team could make a play when it really mattered. Now they've given the other team a chance on offense.
Jones takes him down at the 43. So that play goes for about 6.
Heck, this is a good one, Paul.
They have to get the ball inside the 39 to convert. Bennett, the deep man, gets rid of it, drops the interception. Rodgers was lurking in the middle and almost had the interception.
I think he was invisible out there, wasn't even seen. That's a break for the offense. Give this defense a shot.
Smith, the lone back. Drops back. Good play in the backfield. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. Let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Well, it's really not much of a decision here. They have to go for it. He finds his man. Ambrose brings him down at the 35-yard line.
Now watch how they get out of a jam. They're looking at a 4th and long situation here. And they call the perfect play at the perfect time. He makes one heck of a throw, and he gets it past the marker to keep him going. Everything had to work on that one, and everything did.
Throwing on first down. Under pressure. Great play in the backfield.
Try this call here.
Second and long coming up here. The Saints come out in a nickel package. Looking for a receiver. Looking for the deep pass down the right side. Incomplete. Looking for something downfield. Nothing was there, though, and it's third down now.
The smart coach would call this play.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Closing in. Sack. And he's tackled behind the line. They need to reach the 25 to convert. Not a lot of options here. They have to take a shot and go for it. Incomplete pass. So they can't convert and turn it over on downs.
They needed to keep the ball and try to score. Maybe next time they may try something a little different from the playbook.
Only one man in that game. Irvin records the stop at the 46-yard line.
1 yard gain on the play.
And it comes the 2 to the 3
second down and 9 to go. Only one man in the backfield. He's taken down in the backfield. Good work by the defensive line there.
They got off the ball, got penetration, shut off those running lanes. He was looking for a hole, but the only thing he saw was a massive wall of defenders.
3rd and long. McAllister, the lone back. Cross play to the left. Williams makes the play at the 50-yard line. And so the offense gets one more shot to see what they can do here with the time remaining. 5 yards to go.
It's surprising to see them go for it here. You'd expect a punt.
Drops back with the throw. He hits his receiver, and he's tackled at the 31.
I'll tell you, this has to be frustrating. Watch here, as it's a great situation for the defense. They think they've got him, and they're about to get the ball back. Then all of a sudden, he drops back to pass, and boom, they're moving the chain, and they're getting a whole new set of downs.
McAllister. The Teal pulls him down at the 29-yard line. They'll convert for the first down if they can get the ball inside the 21. Only one man back. Hands it off. He just unloaded on it.
Boom. Now that is what football's all about.
To get the first down, they have to get it to the 21. The Vikings come out on a nickel package. He'll just take a knee. So as the game winds down, we'll see the place bigger. And the clock runs out. The final score is New Orleans 28, Minnesota 13. For EA Sports, this is Al Michaels and John Madden wishing you a very pleasant good evening. Aaron Brooks wins tonight's Horse Trailer Player of the Game award.